Westbrook to Paul George for three, and Paul George good on the quick release there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed, and that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively, and that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Harden picked up by Ferguson. James Harden, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Nothing going here on that drive. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
James Harden, that's now 4. He hasn't missed. It's Russ at the controls. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Harden with the basketball. They lead it, 4-point game. Going to launch beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. A pass taken away by the Rockets. To Capella. To Harden. Shot from the lane won't go. To George. Ferguson to Paul George. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Oops, he missed the first one. Oh, he missed them both. Paul into the front court. Leads 4. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. 2-point shot for James Harden. James Harden. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell Westbrook against Chris Paul. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harden guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Nothing going here on that drive. The drive right to the basket to Capella. Steven Adams tips it. Rockets get it back. Harden can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
James Harden at the controls. To Paul. No, he missed a short one there. Westbrook into the front court. Down just a couple. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Houston with the basketball. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Westbrook into the front court. It's a one-point game. 13. Ferocious slam inside.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Defense making the ball carrier work. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Paul across the timeline. Down two. Nene to Harden. Count the bucket for two.
Threes and layups. That's what the Rockets do. They're not a team that settles for mid-range shots. And that's a good job of getting to the rim and racking it.
Russell Westbrook against Chris Paul. Steven Adams with the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Harden guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Harden. Ferguson slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Harden with it up top. Now down 6. To Paul. They get it down to Tucker. Jeremy Grant snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Shot from in close, no good. Steven Adams able to recover with the block. Russ at the controls. And he hits.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Gerald Green. Steven Adams sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. Westbrook with it. It's an 8-point lead. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Paul, defended by Jeremy Grant. Tucker to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's Rockets ball. Rivers picked up by Westbrook. Has a look. And strokes it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Westbrook across the timeline. His team on top by 8. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. With a drop step. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Rivers with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Gordon guarded by Terrence Ferguson with a drop step. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Houston takes over. Runner here won't go. Westbrook with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. The foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs, the strength of his legs.